Oh my god, what is this? This is me trying a live stream. My first live stream ever, and I hope I don't, well, do bad things, and I hope that if anyone joins, I hope they don't do bad things either. Now I see this live thing showing up in the monitor, you know, the back end of YouTube. So let me just repeat, this is my first live stream ever, and I don't know how well this will turn out. And well, I had the option to delay the entire broadcast by 30 seconds, but what good would that do? I mean, any fuck-ups would arrive in the stream ultimately. The only option I would have is to end the stream on the YouTube side before the entire buffer has basically been broadcast, and maybe I could also get some... Hey! We have a visitor. I don't know if you actually have some... if the recorded version of this will actually have a chat recording. My attempts earlier today, that didn't do that. Hey, Greybeard's Astro, I can see you. Yeah, well, I currently have a 10 seconds delay, I believe, between chat messages. There are already viewers here. I mean, this again, this is my very first attempt at a live stream, so I have no experience with this. For example, would people actually show up? And how should I manage this? There's not like 3 people sitting in this room, someone monitoring the chat and so forth. And yeah, let's hope this works out. I have some thoughts. We could, for example, do some mass playthrough on Stationeer difficulty, but with a creative flag enabled. So if anyone has some questions, I could just conjure a computer and show, hey, you program this like this, or whatever. I mean, this could be an interactive thing, an interactive tutorial. You know that I'm doing tons of tutorials, right? Because, hey, yes, 10 to 15 seconds delay. Love Stationeers. Don't we all? Okay, maybe I should just go into things, so if someone zaps in, they will not just see this stupid screen that I just made in Photoshop, but actually some action happening. Hello! Hey, I turned this off. Why is this... One second. Ops is actually not playing nice with me. I'm actually seeing the Stationeer screen on my screen now. But you are not, right? Oh, yes, you are. Okay. Some delay. I don't know. Whatever. New world. Well, since we already have some viewers here, and I'm really delighted, and please don't feel obliged to stick around. Ah, no, I'm here. He has seen me. I can't leave now, even though I have other things to do. I mean, if you want to leave, just do it. But if you want to take the privilege of steering this now that you are basically the first ones, if you have any wishes, it is time to utter them now. Hey, JJ the Fox, greetings back. For the new ones, I think I would like to do maybe an interactive tutorial thing, but depends on what you want. I mean, you can still toss some ideas at me, but otherwise I would just start a mass playthrough with the creative flag enabled, but on Stationeer difficulty, so I could always conjure some stuff, but otherwise it would just be a playthrough. Or if you have any other wishes, just tell me. So these are the official difficulties, and they are the ones that I made for myself. You can see here that this modded flag banner is visible that I also talked about in my Stationeers news video. Of course, I'm playing on beta like always. And this is the Stationeer difficulty. And everything is original except the creative flag is enabled. I could also play one where we have less hunger and thirst, but I can just switch that later live, not a problem. So any chat messages? Venus, no Mercury. Venus, no mercy. Are you telling me you have no mercy with me, so I have to play Venus now? Is that what you're telling me? Huh, I could do that. I mean, I've played Venus once or twice, but I kind of fail all the time. I could play easy mode if that's permitted. What do you think? You just started a new playthrough. on which world? Haha, I don't have the delay. Administrator privileges. The cold one, Europe. Hmm? Well, Europe is a bit cold, but only in the heart. So I would just stick with this, since there are no strong impulses as to what I'm sure. Oh wait, someone said Venus. Right, should I try that? Yeah. That could be bad. I mean, if you're prepared for me just failing and sucking, then yeah, we can do Venus. Anultra mod. It adds 3 new words. No, I haven't. Let's see. Steam Anultra Stationeers. That's how you Google, and there it is. Anultra Survival. Okay, you can't see that now. Let's see if that requires any binary modding. Spring sale or not. Sorry, I don't have time, Steam. I'm doing different things. Hey, Brain Clock, that looks interesting. Does that require binary modding, or is that just, you know, I click and I can play it after a game reboot? Okay, let's try that then. Completely unprepared, I suppose. So, I will subscribe to that. Additional required items. This item requires all of the following other items in order to function properly. You can click on each one here to learn more about and subscribe to the item before proceeding. You can also choose to subscribe to all of these required items and all items they in turn require, but be warned it could include many more items. I will first take a look at the Helion system, because maybe it requires binary modding. That is out of the question. Seems like it doesn't require binary modding. Speaking of mods, there's Boris is saying, speaking of mods, there's a thermal mod that makes different material types for structures have different properties. But that is a binary mod, isn't it? I'm not going to do binary modding. With that, I mean WPNX and such. Only normally XML subscriptions. Greybeards, I actually played Merck's Titan. There is a video series up with 3 parts, and I rather want to continue with that. It's good. I mean, I like the mod, and yeah, that's just a simple soft mod basically, and it's fun. It works well. So Brainclock, you're saying that the what's its face? Anultra mod is a WPNX mod? I have never used binary modding yet for Stationeers, and I don't want to get into that swamp of things potentially no longer working. Currently I'm playing beta. They are possibly made for the current live version, but I want to stick with beta, for example. And if ever I have a problem, I would have to do a complete reinstall to get rid of the mods. So... thanks. You know, I don't want to keep you guys waiting. Helion system. It seems complicated. Hey Brainclock, you said that you think it is a Bipinex mod. Are you sure? And it's not a Bipinex mod. Okay, I see, I see. Well, then I will just subscribe to all of them and then maybe we get this show on the road. Anultra, subscribe to all items. Then I will quit out of Stationeers because I have to. And restart. Greybeards, why do you think that the beta branch updates make it tough to do serious? I mean, I've only been playing beta for the last year or so, and I've been uploading like 90% of everything I've been doing. No problems. What do you mean? God damn it, still that accent? I want to lose that! Okay, so, workshop. That's looking weird. What's happening? Crap. Okay, everything's fine. Core. Then I will keep my difficulty mods. Then there's Titan. Maybe I should just remove that to make sure that there's nothing possibly interfering. Then we have Anultra, Hard Planet. High pressure waste. What is that? Can't click on the thing. Now I can. No, that's not related to your stuff. I think all of this works, so... by the way... Wait. One second, I mean... I think they recently changed the order in which the mods have to be placed here, because it was kind of upside down. So you had to put the core last every time, even though that would mean that it would be loading first. And they have changed this, and I think that is not yet on the public version, but only on the beta branch. So now that I've changed this, let's reboot Stationeers again, so that this takes effect, and then I will try. Back to the chat. Arrows make you restart saves. Yeah, that's a cool mod, but that's one of the binary ones. That's why I was too curious, but I haven't yet done anything with that. Okay, let's start a playthrough then on that world. I will use easy mode, because my mind will be busy with the chat and this and that and whatever, so I need easy. Navy All Salt Gamer. Yeah, it's my first live stream, and well, I hope it's not too bad. Don't even know what to do, but I think we have now decided on playing Anultra, which is a mod. Here, I just downloaded that from the Steam Workshop, and it's written ANULTRA, Survival. And then I put it subscribed, and then I activated it in here, and now let's try. New world. Oh, here we go. One of 3 worlds orbiting the ice giant Helios, cooler than Vulcan at night, with none of the death ditches. This world will still test your ability to problem solve. That's cooling and heating, etc. And power solutions. Okay, next I will go easy, because I have no experience with this, and I don't want this to suck too hard. Yeah, let's just go in and see what happens. Well, it's hot and there seems to be, well, it's very hot. Seems to be volatiles involved, maybe? Some volatiles, very hot. I wish I could pop out the chat and see it here on screen. I think there was something in Ops Studio that can do that, but I couldn't get it to work earlier today when I tried. So I cannot see you without pausing. Ah, there were more words at the bottom. Oh, okay. Before I do anything, I want to get my ass inside. What? There seems to be an obstruction. I'm gonna change the channel. Hope that doesn't give us any copyright problems.
Down-tempo techno ambient show. Room salad on Sofa FM.
Oh man, that's not nice. Atmospheric supplies. Interesting. No electrical supplies? Yes. Chat check. Chat on your phone. A orange peel in VR. Hey, I just posted a Stationeers. Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah, of course. You were asking for a new public version of Stationeers and not for what's the word? For more news. I don't actually know. I think they're really gearing up for the terrain update and will not release anything else until then. Is my take. Because I mean, they have done some changes, which I think would be life-worthy, but they are in the recent weeks they have only been pushing for the terrain update, and so why would they now suddenly do a publication of that, right? Whoops. think I would have been more productive if I would have, if this would have turned out to be some kind of interactive tutorial thing, because now it's just, well, he's playing the thing and we had the chat. What's the difference from just the standard upload that he does? And yeah. Okay, what's in the chat? I have not yet played with rockets, and I should really try that in creative. I mean, I tried a bit doing some rocket stuff on Mimus in a real playthrough, but printing that stuff and then trying out, and that was just too frustrating, and then I quickly gave up on that. So I really have to try that in creative at some point. Yeah, thanks. The news video, yeah, it turned out well, I think. Yeah. Okay. I think I should expand the front porch situation a bit. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, something the developers changed, and it's not yet on the live version, only on the beta version, is that the transitions for the eclipses are now soft instead of an instant cutoff. What they have also changed is the light color during the eclipses can be different, because so far it was just Unity, the Unity engine, calculating based upon the skybox material, based upon the image, I guess, what the light would look like. But now they have switched it up to some kind of custom RGB thing, so that requires that to be defined, but allows for different eclipse light colors. That's a nice sight. Oh. Hauling all that stuff in. Routine. Now some walls, which I have. Wait, that's not walls. There's not even Tim walls. I think iron wall windows are stupid on this world. That's why I use them. No, I prefer to use windows so I know what's up out there. And lots of heat will come in, I know, but I somehow have to find a way to cope. Let's go back to the less loud music, so to speak. It doesn't say so much, hey, listen to me, I'm a new track, and 3 people are saying, hey, that's a nice track, and 7 people are saying, this track sucks, what is this? But with this background-ish music, maybe no one notices that music is playing. once again, it's gonna be rotated differently. When will they fix that, man? I think that's all of them. Let's do the usual check. So I could now do a manual airlock, which would also allow me to empty out the station. Okay, 2 of these, that's very good. Does this make sense? I think so. Trading supplies, okay. This is not exactly an original way to build a station, but I mean, I don't know the world, so I don't dare to be creative, because I think the world itself will be creative enough. What power sources do I have? Door, nice. Aha, 3 upright wind turbines and 3 basic solar panels. That's nice, okay. Let's use that stuff then.
Remove charger.
Oh, my phone's charging. No, it's not. Though I think we can actually afford to be a bit more neat about this. Composite door it is. Where is that empty battery? To see if it is actually charging. It is. Okay. Chat check. Oh, I have to do some reading, so please forgive me for being paused right now. Full atmospheric tutorial for Mars. Hey, Xenox MC, are you saying, I mean, maybe I'm reading this out of context, are you saying that someone or I should do a full atmospherics tutorial for Mars? Or what are you saying? I can't figure out how to make it vent when it gets to a dangerous pressure. What do you mean dangerous pressure? You mean the station? I mean like opening the door, letting some air out? Or what do you mean? Yeah, if you have an air vent that pumps gas from the planet into your main base the whole time, or again and again, then that will of course increase the pressure. And eventually, if you look in the Stationpedia, you can see that the walls usually have a pressure tolerance of 200 kilopascals. That's the pressure differential. So if the outside would have 100 kilopascals and you have like 300 kilopascals on the inside, there would be a differential of 200. So you would be just on the edge. Too risky. I'm saying, yeah, that's the differential. And why are you pumping gas in the whole time? Yeah, Tishy, the window rotation thing will definitely be fixed at some point. Not that I have heard them say that, but they're aiming for version 1.0, and I think everybody would say pretty loudly. I mean, we will all be asked, hey, what do you think? This is now version 1.0. We kind of think so, and we want to discuss it with you. That's the attitude. And we would then say, dude, this thing hasn't been fixed, and they'd be like, oh, right. And then they would put some designer to the task, and they would just add some, I don't know, some gray line there in the intermediary state, so you would know what are you building there, or something like that. I think it will definitely be fixed. Daniel, how do you play a custom world? You know the Steam Workshop, right? So there are custom worlds for Stationeers on there, and there are different kinds of custom worlds. The ones that I'm playing are you can just click the green subscribe button and then instructions will follow. But other worlds, and they will hopefully tell you in the description, require some binary modding, meaning that you need some extra software that's not from Rocketworks and that might actually cause problems when the versions change and so forth over time. So if you have one of the simple mods that I'm subscribing to, like for example the one I'm currently playing, then you can just you click in the workshop, then you're subscribed, and then you have to restart Stationeers if it is currently running, so that and then there's a workshop button in Stationeers in the main menu. And you click on that and you see, oh wait, I can show you that. I can, or can I not? No, I can't. But I can just quit domain for a moment and then continue. Here you see I have the workshop button, and there's core, that's the game itself. And then, for example, if you have subscribed to a world like I have here, you have to make sure that this checkbox is on, And, well, then it should be in the order after the core. I think the other ones don't matter, so it wasn't necessary for me to move this all the way up here. But I think the order really needs to be first core, then this, then this. Oh, but this will not be in there anyway. This is my mod. This is a difficulty mod. But it might be that you have to move the world above the core, because the current public version of Stationeers still treats the order of events here differently. And when the new public version comes out, I don't know, in a month, in 2, in 3 months, who knows, then that would be like I have it here. And then when you have done that, you have to quit Stationeers again, because this what you did there needs to take effect. For it to take effect, you have to restart the game. Whoops, what's going on here? That's not good. But maybe that's related to the new terrain, which is like half in there. Yeah, let's just continue. See if it works. Batteries being charged. So what about these solars? Could put them on the roof. 3 of them, huh? I don't remember where the sun was. I will just pretend as if I do, and we'll just place it like this. And if that's wrong, then I can adjust. Just to have some kind of plan here. Now the doors. No space for the glass door, but a composite door will suffice. And on the inside I will use a glass door. Or not? Glass door, yep. Oh, battery's full. Nice. That's where the sun comes up. Not bad. And well, I forgot to mention. Basically, the idea to do such a thing, a live thing, isn't new. I had that on my radar for quite some time. Not really actively, but you know, it was an open browser tab, and I wanted to get there. But you know what? Today we broke 2,000 subscribers. Yay! 2,000 subscribers. And so I thought, you know, if this playthrough sucks, this live thing that I'm doing here, then I have an excuse. Why did you do that? I thought it would be a good idea. You know, 2,000 subscribers, so don't blame me. It's your fault. Any chat messages? Yeah, nuclear power, I'm pretty sure that will come before before version 1.0, because they've been announcing that for a while. And the terraforming mod was a relatively young decision, I think, maybe 1.5 or so-ish years old. Would be a rough guess. Yeah, custom worlds, yeah, thank you. And I'm glad, 2000, and basically if I wouldn't publish any videos in the next few weeks, then I would still arrive at 2020 or 2030, because it just keeps growing. There are some videos here that just have, I have these viewing graphs, right? Some, like the youngest Stationeers video, goes straight up and then it levels out a bit, but it's still kind of diagonal-ish. But there are some videos, like I think the furnace tutorial, or like the first atmospherics tutorial, and so forth, that are just diagonal and just keep going. That's that's pretty awesome. And if I don't upload anything, it's not because I'm a lazy motherfucker. It's because I am, well, busy. I have like 50 hours I lose every week going to work. Blah, support slave. That's fun. And well, sometimes I'm just not in the mood, even though I'd like to be. Or sometimes I'm working for a few weeks on some stupid video, like I did with this Stationeers video. It doesn't look like much. I mean, it looks polished and all, but you wouldn't think that there's well over 100 hours in that video. Maybe I'm just a bit slow. That's possible. But I'm tenacious. Okay, what is the next step? I should get some things a bit more orderly in here, because man, it looks crazy. And I still need the flashlight. I mean, seriously, one of the biggest things to change, I believe, about Stationeers is the lighting. And I think that cannot be that hard. But, you know, I'm not in that source code, I don't know that. But, you know, Minecraft has been having some lighting solution for the longest time, and it is indeed grid-based, and it was crisp. Like from this field has had that brightness, and that field has a different brightness, and there were just rough steps. And there's someone, thanks Tishi, then someone published a smoothing mod, and everybody was using that. I was using that, and eventually the developers of Minecraft caved, and then they implemented it in the base game, and so now you have smooth lighting in there, which is just grid based. They could do the same thing here in Stationeers for the definition of the ambient light value. What do I mean by that? Well, every 3D renderer basically has an ambient light value, which is sometimes 0, which means that when there's no actual light source that arrives here because of shadows or whatever, you have actual blackness. But if the ambient light level is above that, then you will see some of the things that are here.
Waste tank caution.
Oh, damn. I think I have no way to really catch that, right? What was the atmospheric situation again? CO2, I can use plants. I have 2 oxygen tanks. Is anything heating up? No, these are all protected, so we're fine. Yeah, I guess we can just continue. Anyway, and they could use the grid-based lighting approach and use that to define the ambient light level that you see here, so you don't have to use the flashlight the whole time. I mean, the sun is coming in here, there's some kind of base lighting, and so the shadows wouldn't have to be so very crass here. That's what I think. That will be the solution to the Stationeers lighting problem, I think. Thanks, news brother. Although, okay, maybe you meant cows are evil. I need a lockup.
Waste tank critical. Temperature high. Temperature critical.
Damn.
Temperature high.
Should have done that outside, huh? The water tank is on fire?
Cognition critical. Health critical.
Oh no! Okay, so what we have learned is... Damn, that I should maybe turn autosave on again, huh? What would a respawn look like here? Not good, huh? Oh, I'm in easy mode. Right. But okay, that doesn't help. Leave session. Not good. Okay, how long ago is that? That was 14 minutes ago that I saved that. Damn. AKA you can skip ahead now. I can't. Just so privileged. Not even the fucking door. Chat check. Oh, the solar panels. I find the interface rather impressive. I mean, if you consider the complex things that we're doing here, it has taken 3D editor and 3D rendering tool software creators in the history of computers a long time to get a neat, useful interface. Of course, what they're doing, what the users are doing there is a bit more than what I'm doing here. I mean, I'm working off of a defined grid, but I mean, this is a game still, and we can do rather complex things, and it's pretty simple, really. So good job, Rocketworks. The portable Jenny, that's the one with the gas. Then we have the power connector, the insulated canister. Okay, that makes sense. And that's not yet connected, is it? It is. Glass is in there? Oh, okay.
Power critical.
Damn. My mouse crapped out. Yep, and refurbished Razer Naga from Amazon. But I'm not gonna buy another Razer mouse. Not because the refurbished one fucked me a few times, but because their drivers are about as crappy as the ones by Logitech, and their customer support is the total talk to the hand cliche. It is. I tried it. Blah. I mean, of course, maybe I just got the wrong person, but I think it was the process. Airlock, yep. And the locker.
Waste tank caution.
Fuck that.
Power low.
Do we have... We have 2 passive vents, great. Ugh, that was not the right place. Okay, I could now, in principle, empty out the station box. I don't know if that is meaningful right now. Saving, though, is. Yeah, upgrading cables, small ones with heavy ones. That's a good idea because they did that for pipes also. I mean, we can insulate pipes now by just taking the insulation and wrapping that on the standard pipes, on the gas pipes, and then turning them into insulated ones. I think that might also work for the water pipes. There, adhesive insulation. Why not have such a thing for cables? Though it's, I mean, what tool would that be? Would that be like copper or whatever? I don't know. But still, the upgrade ability, that would be great, yes. You know what? Just gonna post that idea. I just took a screenshot of your comment and I'm posting it in the suggestions forum of... And there we go, it's posted. Arc furnace. We have volatile atmosphere here, so I would have trouble smelting gold, which is something I definitely need to do. I would have to have a vacuum box for the arc furnace. Tricky. But I cannot deal with all of these things at once, so I will first just do the risky business and put the arc furnace out here and hope that that I survive this, basically. Are these all the cables I have left? I thought there was more. Huh. I guess I used quite a few of them. Okay, let's put the autolathe here then. On the back side, one of the other printers. Can do the gold test right away, huh? Safe. I'm currently playing beta, so I have been playing beta for the last like 1.5 years almost. Yeah, more like a year. And sometimes I've been using mods. For example, I have my own difficulty mods, which I'm currently not using in this playthrough. This is just the easy difficulty, and I'm obviously using a world mod. So yeah, they're working in beta. That's a good idea. I could actually release the waste tank, and the problem is then it would keep heating up, and I need a cooling solution for that too. So, I mean, emptying it, yeah, right, but I wonder when the right time would be to do that. If I do it prematurely, maybe eventually I have to just release the gas because it gets too hot, and then I'm losing all of that. Then again, what if I don't? Then I keep all of that, and I would lose it anyway. So emptying it out sounds like a good plan. Well, currently I still have to go out so often. Maybe I first go mining for a bit, and then I will do that. Interesting. Is it? Maybe it's just not hot enough. Yeah, of course. We don't have auto ignition. But it was like 500-ish degrees here, wasn't it? So it depends on when I smelled that. I mean, they really need to solve that high pressure worlds problem. I get it that when you drill here, then somehow the planetary atmosphere has to emerge from somewhere, and instead of just conjuring it into existence, they are just letting the already existing atmosphere stream to that place, and so then you have strong winds on worlds with high pressure. But that's not how reality works. In reality, the stuff that I drill away here would not just vanish, and therefore gas would not have to spawn suddenly. So there needs to be some kind of cheaty solution. It can't be that you always are thrown around because of this completely unrealistic implementation. That's something that definitely needs to go before any of us should say, hey, this is now version 1.0 ready. that isn't version 1.0 ready, that aspect. Will be interesting to see the evolution of the game once we have the new terrain system, because first of all, then we will have a reason to travel. So there will be some kind of mission-like situation. For example, maybe to find gold, you have to travel up the mountain and such. I hope they also implement something like a harder rock that you cannot or can almost not drill through. Maybe like they've done it in Astroneer, that you need other drill bits maybe to get through in the first place, and also maybe that they have some strong vertical winds as such that cannot be overcome by the jetpack, because otherwise you would just fly everywhere and not really care that there's a high mountain. I think the landscape, the terrain should really matter. That's first of all. And second of all is that the new terrain system requires the worlds to be handmade. So we would, for example, create a height map first in Photoshop or whatever, and then that would be turned by something that will ship with the game into a voxel world, so we could load that up in the end and then we could play in that. But then we would also have to have tools to shape that, and then we would play geysers or whatever they come up with. And then, of course, someone, and I believe that will be the community actually, will come up with procedural generation of worlds with some tool that not just uses some height map to generate some data and such, but I believe the tool that they will have will be some command line thing that Rocketworks will ship. In other words, we could create a batch file or a program that someone writes could utilize that program, and then we would have a complete pipeline that is just you clicking something in the user interface, and then you get out a completely working world, including some caves and some placed stuff and such. I believe that's really possible, and I believe the community will make that happen. Maybe it's not actually that complicated to do. I mean, someone's going to be the first to do that, surely. I could also dabble in that. I develop in Java, but I'm not sure if the timing will be right. I mean, someone comes out with that first, so why should I do it then too? And maybe their thing is even better, and maybe I won't have time, blah blah blah. Who knows? Time will tell. Oh.
Power critical.
So, what shall we print first? The hydraulic pipe bender? The electronics printer, I think, maybe. That doesn't really matter. I go with pipe bender so we can keep the gas around with canisters. Bender. Needs gold and copper. Lonnie Fennel, what are you saying? Using pipes as an accumulator? Or even a pipe utility? Pipe utility? Pipe utility, what's that? Ah, yeah, right. These inline tanks, but allows storage until you can cool it. So you're saying I could keep the gas around inside of pipes from my waste canister. The old ruins option, Tishi, will probably come back once the new terrain system is out, because the reason that they removed them was performance. The worlds were virtually infinite, but once the worlds are finite, they can calculate the performance budget, and then they said they will probably come back, but it's not a certainty. Same for the vehicles, they will also probably come back, but that's also not a certainty. They, for example, said that the voxel was too rough for the voxel resolution, too raw for the vehicles as they are right now, in the news video I just posted, they said that they would probably double the voxel resolution from what is shown in the video / from what is currently our Stationeers default. So but in any case, I'm pretty sure they will make a strong effort to make the vehicles come back. By the way, I read something odd, something odd that I believe Rocket said a few years ago on Discord. What was that? It was related to expectations. Yeah, he said that he believes that Steam reviews are whether they're positive or not, are very strongly motivated by expectations being met or not being met. And since that's a very old post of his, I don't understand why they haven't changed the Stationeers store page yet to not show the vehicles. Because many people have given downvote reviews because the vehicles were advertised everywhere, but they're not actually in the game right now. So, I mean, that seems like he overlooked that there's a connection there, and later they could have put that in there. Maybe that would actually have helped sales-wise. That's a good thing that we can use the right mouse button to teleport things. That makes handling pretty much easier. Okay, do we have everything here for an airlock? No. Almost. Is it done? Is it finished? Why is this printing so slowly? Is this normal? Okay, how to continue? I could already prepare something like a cooling solution, maybe. I mean, pipes at least. Didn't we already have some radiators here? Let's actually take a look at the equipment. Yeah. So there's the normal planting box stuff, including the grow light, which we might need on this world. This is not normal. Oh, there's a hydraulic pipe bender? That's the thing I'm printing right now. Damn it. Kit atmospherics, pipe radiator and adhesive insulation, and a pipe cowl for whatever reason. That was actually stupid, but nothing bad happened. When I connect cables to a device, then sometimes the entire cable network is disrupted, which kills the current print. But nothing bad happened. I need more cables. I guess I will just use the atmospherics devices for cooling, huh? Once the room is evacuated. Current temperature 79 degrees, so even during the night is pretty hot. Let me just check the pollutant chart. Yeah, we could use phase change here. If only I were good at that. I mean, I understand it, but making an actual cooling solution that works and that works without constant interference? Haven't done that yet. Yep. So let's do this right this time. Basically no difference. I need to mine more. And I need to make sure that my batteries are full. So that's where you went.
Power low. Air tank critical.
Right. Hydraulic pipe bender has been printed. Let's use some iron to make a canister or 2 or 3 or 15 and not waste the precious waste. Speaking of iron, I think I should make a few more loggers. What's the chat doing? not perfect, not perfectly planned. But I can make use of that somehow, so let's make a passive vent. And a kit no, not atmospherics, I need the utilities. Yeah, actually I could have demonstrated... No, I couldn't, because I'm not that far yet. The station isn't closed up. So if ever I'm on the outside, I need to get rid of some waste tank quickly, I can just do and fart this into the station. Ah, it's currently lit, so... Let's gather some stuff, primarily copper, since it's currently being printed away. This is what it looked like anyway. Looks like a huge garbage pile. Do I have my rendering settings on max anyway? I do. Okay. Maximum distance. Hey, we will definitely need this stuff. Huh. That may even be one of the 3 worlds we can play on. Because supposedly this mod consists of 3 planets. Or 3 worlds. Yeah, right, they're moons of Saturn. But it's not a lava ocean, it's just the rendering that of the world that stops at some point, and beyond that you can just see, well, basically the, I think that's the bedrock. Actually, no, on the moon, you cannot see the bedrock beyond the moon's surface, but here you can see the lava. That's interesting, so there's an extra component. I never made a world mod, so I have no clue really how the worlds are composed. But it's not an ocean of lava. If I get closer to it, you will see more terrain. That was an interesting thought, to be locked in on this island, right? Which is kind of what we'll have once we have the new terrain, because that's going to be finite. Only it's going to be bigger. It's going to be probably 8 by 8 kilometers, but it will not be nailed down to that size. There will be other sizes would be possible, but they will also have some limitation on there because of, you know, performance. I'm doing it wrong. Very. Should have taken more copper. Where's the fucking station, man? I was relying on the sun, which is now obviously no longer there. Oh, that's over there's my landing capsule. So direction is 130. What? Already full? You have lots of eclipses here on this world. Interesting. Makes it a bit more interesting. Maybe I could install some chutes for this dude, huh? Only what happens if I ever smelt gold during the day? That's something I need to mentally prepare for. It's still printing that. Man, I wish the game had feature to stack something. It will make a suggestion in the forum. Of course I know about stackers. Oh, look at that. Someone reacted to the post I made about a orange peel in VR, where he or she, whatever, said they should add an option to upgrade your existing wires to heavy without dismantling and doing new ones. That would be such a quality of life change. So, response by Wintergate, either slightly too... okay, that's a different response. But here... By Wintergate, you can replace them one-to-one if you are holding wire cutters. Same with pipes, but with a wrench. I can replace them one-to-one when I'm holding wire cutters? What? Ist das etwa... ist das etwa da drin? Dachpappe! Bier! Was weiß ich. That's interesting. So, turns out that possibly there is a feature in there already. So, what we have to do is basically hold the heavy cables in one hand and hold the wire cutters in the other hand, and then just place the heavy cable down, and that would then replace the thin cable, is my take. I haven't tried this yet. Maybe that doesn't work. Who knows? Violin. Is there lava underground like Vulcan? I would bet so. I mean, I guess we don't even have to check, but I will probably do that soon. Tishi saying too many dark days. Yeah, I like it when it's bright too, because then you can work. You can see that I like it when it's bright too, because I'm putting windows everywhere. What planet name is this? Well, it's the mod is Anultra, and actually I don't remember what the exact planet is. Let's check. New world. So this is Anultra, one of 3 worlds orbiting the ice giant Helios. Cooler than Vulcan at night, with none of the death ditches. This world will still test your ability to problem solve temperature and power solutions. And there's supposedly more worlds down here. Oh yes, Voxbelt and Dupia? Voxbelt orbit inside a sparse asteroid belt around the Jovian Vox. Extreme solar output from the class F star Helion will power all the industry you need. And one of 3 worlds orbiting the ice giant Helios. Dupia is a moody world. Crustal outgassing and carbon dioxide precipitation will wreak havoc. That's, you spell it with a W. In other words, I think it's precipitation or precipitation. Havoc on thermal and power systems. I will start these for like 1 minute so that we get a whiff, and then I return to the playthrough, so we can see what that is. Interesting. Yeah, tip for anyone who plays an asteroid belt situation. You can change your jetpack's functionality. There's a hotkey for that, or you can just click here to turn the stabilizer off. So now if I press in one direction, I will just keep flying there, which saves a fuckload of propellant. But where is there's nothing here. How would you get some resources? Does this world not work correctly, or should I have read the instructions a bit more thoroughly? Huh. No! Don't leave me! Interesting. It seems like Saturn, I mean this ice world thing, is like coming down. Do you see that? The rings are coming down. And I don't think that I can actually escape that. I'm pressing crouch right now, not flying away. Now I'm pressing jump. No, that's the orbital situation. Interesting. Let's wait this out for a moment. And then I will switch to the other world, and then we go back to the playthrough. Huh. That is interesting. As an experience, you know, when the light changes and such while you're playing. Okay, leave session. New world. Dupia. floor looks like iron. Lots of O2, very cold. Wonder how warm it gets during the day. This feels a bit like a vacation planet. Gold, copper. Sun's over there somewhere. Oh, we have lava too. Let's see how deep this goes. How deep is your love? Interesting, what is this? Supposed to be dust? Yeah, the rings really look pretty cool. It could also work on a planet. Ah, we can already hear the lava. Oh.
Health critical. Low pressure.
I wonder if I should make the station a bit bigger before I close things up and such, because I think once the ACs are standing around here, they will eat so much space. I mean, it's already cramped right now. But do I have the resources for this? Let's see. Any more building materials? Other than for the landing grid thing, which I should also build at some point. "21 iron frames." Okay. I would say let's prepare a few more wind turbine slots. Hey, what's with the sound? I think the sound is balked. Let me just reboot the game. I don't know why that happened, but who cares? Come on. Uh-huh. Some iron sheets, maybe? And then maybe expand the station a little? By 2 rows here, I would say. No! Could already prepare some steel, right? Did I really print only this few metal sheets, iron sheets? It felt like many more.
Hydration critical.
That sounds like a call to action, as in evacuating the station. And I need to prevent this stupid alert from popping up again. What is that even? You have to make a backup of your computer. Yeah, whatever. Tomorrow, same time. Any comments? Yeah, phase change cooling should be easy if only I was proficient in it. Were proficient in it. I mean, I know how it works, but I've never really set up a cycle or used the phase change device properly, you know? So that will be quite adventurous. The first thing I will do definitely is to use the AC, the classic one, you know?
Power low.
And that, yeah, I should have an extra canister. And then what? Yeah, well, I guess it's time to really suck this this dude dry, huh? Maybe I should first put up the AC thingies. Where are they? What? Where did I put them? Ah, here we go. Kit atmospherics, which does indeed not stack. So power we have here, and air conditioner would have to waste its heat away. This would be the last one that has the greatest heat. And then we have this one. But is that the right approach? Yeah, it is. It is. Pipes! What's happening? Why is the machine freezing? Let me just check the stream statistics. Stream health. Stream is healthy. Oh, currently we have 24 concurrent viewers and overall 194 views. As in, oh, what's this? Oh no, I don't know. This. Goodbye. You know, 13 likes. Well, they have to be insulated. I have the insulation stuff here, so I could just use the normal pipes. Or I could first make steel, but I don't have the time for that, I think. But 20 adhesive insulation might not be enough. Now what? I don't know. Let's use what we have, right? Lose it or use it. I mean, something. 3 red pipe radiators. That's not too many. Pressure is 72 kilopascals, so that definitely calls for the convection radiators. And that one needs to be insulated, else it will heat up the station. Of course, we still need to get some working gas in there. And how will I do that then? I think I will just use a... Is there pipe utilities here somewhere? Yeah. Okay, let's use those then.
Waste tank caution.
Okay. Can later remove these again, because once the gas is in there, it's in there. Problem solved.
Air tank critical.
Pressure 4 megapascals. Bit high, but okay. I mean, it's fine. What is this? I think something's not right here with the user interface. That might be a beta issue. Or maybe it's a new feature that I haven't yet understood. Okay, time to evacuate the station. I wonder how many of these I need now. I have 10. Oh, now I have 8, okay.
Air tank critical. Air tank low.
400 kilopascals, a bit little. 7 megapascals, and where's the other? Didn't I have 2? 7 and 7.
Air tank critical.
That's a bit wasteful to do this now, but maybe I can be quick about it.
Air tank critical.
No, that didn't help. Okay, now we have tons of... Oh, that's the right pressure, I think. I don't know what the hard rule here is, but I always go by feeling for 2 to 4 megapascals, and then that kind of works. Okay, now we have working gas here and here. Time to cable this up then. What's the gas doing? 3 kilopascals. Yeah. And this guy would have to have a passive vent and an active vent to make any sense. And maybe I should save again. As hilarity ensues. A passive vent. There's probably not any oxygen in this world, I guess. I mean, oxide. That would be pretty annoying until I have the pressure setting here under control. While we're at it, yeah, why not? Okay, so we have an AC here that could take the room's air and let it out again and cool it down. What actual pressure do we have in here? Too bad there's still like... I mean, even if this shows 0, that doesn't mean there's not absolute 0 here, but just as the game rounds here and then sometimes shows no value. For example, some gases that might be as trace gases are not visible even though they should be. In the same way, I think the simulation also kind of ignores them when they have such low values. I mean, somehow they have to deal with the floating point numbers that are so low. Soon I have to drink. Maybe I should even also prepare the drinking apparatus for the wall. Where would I do this then? I think this might become a long row, the entire wall here. I mean, like AC, 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 you know? So where could the water thing be? Here maybe. Right, the vent. Good call. Okay, now the goal I think would be to get some CO2 from the planet in here. I think we had nitrogen and CO2. Both would be nice. I like nitrogen. What was the atmosphere out there again? I don't remember. Let's just make a passive vent to measure it then. In principle, I would also have to, and you know, why not even do that? So now I can always measure here what the outdoor situation is. Most of it is nitrogen, so that's not the ideal mixture, I guess, to just pump the nitrogen and the CO2 in here equally, but I can mix and match that easily by just removing the nitrogen filter from the filtration unit that I'm intending to use. Oh, what's that? And now I would have to drink something. I guess I will just do this in vacuum, you know, the good old cheat. Is this vacuum already? It is. So I can turn off that energy waste. And maybe this energy waste too. So I remember what I have here, because I mean I might just walk here. Oh, I have to get to outside. Forgetting that the airlock is not an airlock yet. Yeah, drinking. Where's my drinky stuff?
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical. Cognition low.
Okay, now we're fine for a while. Because this is the name easy mode. Huh. What do you expect? Okay, so some atmosphere in here. I need a filtration unit, an atmospherics unit. Or do we still have some by magical coincidence? We don't? Nope. Then let's make one. Gold, copper. Is there gold here? Yep. Is that enough gold? It is, indeed. What? Bayerlin said a while ago that personally a 4 times 4 kilometer world should be big enough. It takes a long time to walk to 2 kilometers. Maybe, but the worlds will be diverse. There will be reasons to travel. For example, you might find gold or whatever material only in a certain place, or in a certain place you might find it in a large quantity. So you would like to go there, and maybe you would actually have to create some intermediary stations, some small outposts. That might be a thing. And yeah. So 4 times 4 kilometers might be enough, but definitely not always. That's a filtration unit. Too close. Not fun. Then we need some filters, CO2 and nitrogen. thought it would make 2. Then I need to suck in some air from the outside. That's the input. Okay, I will just place this guy in a different location. Through the wall, whatever. I'm using, I don't know, a robot drone, whatever. Don't, you know. I guess, maybe. And I still have an insulated pipe. It does not magically go away. Because it was made with the insulation. No, it is a real insulated pipe. What to do with the material that I don't want in here? Oh, I mean, okay, these guys are never gone, but don't need that many right now. That's not ideal because of the simulation concept. It's sucking from the place in which it's blowing. I guess, I mean, I don't know where exactly that one would suck. Might actually be sucking from both of these equally, I don't know. So let's make it optimal, I guess. Okay. And of course one on this side. I guess currently it's not so very hot out there. Or is it? Ah, it's rising already. The morning is coming. Not the best opportunity to do this. But then again, I want to find out whether my cooling system works, so... Okay, that didn't work. That worked not very hard. I used the wrong outlet. That's not the first time that this happens to me in recent days. That is the filtered output, that is the unfiltered, and that was stupid. But this means that I will need insulation that I don't have. So, bad. How can I solve this? It's not really the solution, is it? I need to place this thing differently. Stupid, but that's the way it is. I don't yet have steel, so... Where could I place it, though? Directly here? It's so close to the wall. No fun. Or I could just, you know, cable this a bit differently. That's the solution, then. Okay. Nope. No! I made another fucking AC. That is so fucking annoying. Oh, there. So this is the filtered output and this is the unfiltered. And the unfiltered crap can go back out there. And this is the input which comes from out there. Four pipes remaining, nice. Unfiltered goes back here, and that's the input. Okay. And the outdoor temperature is of course currently maximized. 500 degrees. Oh, this guy can be turned off again. What? Oh. I'll continue with the water first. Where is that water stuff? There it is. Huh. That's not what I wanted. It's one of those moments, you know, that's safe. Okay, nothing happened, everything's fine. What resource do we have here? We have the portable scrubber, and which can, by the way, if you leave out all the filters, which makes it suck just everything, be used to evacuate your airlock in case you don't have any other means. Table. Mining charges, of course. Another mining belt. Pneumatic mining drill is a cool thing, by the way, because it's pretty fast, but I want to keep it uncomplicated. This world is still risky to me, so... What's the outdoor temperature saying? Still very high, okay. And we have the AC, the small one. I mean the portable one, small. And it was quite nerfed, you know, like half a year ago or so. definitely a relief for the spacesuit that it doesn't have to fight the hot atmosphere in here. I mean, we have produced very little waste gas. And I think most of the waste gas that we have here is CO2.
Waste tank critical.
Oh, it's not? Oh, a lot of O2 still in there. Okay. And what's the temperature then?
Waste tank critical.
68 degrees. Surprising. Vacuum? Oh, we don't yet have night. There was just an eclipse. Safe. Chat check. Glad I could catch your stream. What's the planet Moon here? Hey, Ramona Zeneca, or Ramona Zeneca, ever thought about making your own custom atmosphere? It is possible if you recreate it every time you reboot the game. It's actually, I mean, I don't know what exactly you mean, but I think my interpretation is not quite true, because recently I uploaded a video on Mars where I used the world setting console command to alter the world atmosphere quite a bit, so I could take off the helmet, because it was all the time was 10 to 25 or 30 degrees and lots of O2, lots of CO2 as a greenhouse gas to keep things warm, and that was even persistent. So if I saved the game and even if I rebooted the entire Stationeers executable and then loaded the save game, it would still have that altered atmosphere. The commands that I used, because I also was conjuring plants, a command which currently no longer works, I believe, at least on the current beta, are all in the description and in the video. Yeah, a space playthrough is one that I actually did a while ago, but never really uploaded because I was talking so much crap, you know, about my wicked theism and all that other stuff, and so yeah, so I didn't do that, and I didn't get around to doing such a thing again. But yeah, it's planned at some point. Actually, let's check. I started actually a Trello to keep... Hello, browser? I clicked, I expect it to react. To keep track of these things. Do I have a space plug? Yeah, it's even on the top of my pipeline currently. Not that this means much, but you know, intention counts. Why is the game not coming back? I'm alt-tabbing to the game, but it's not coming. Weird. Weird. What was I doing? Water. Yep. There's a thought though, the moment I put this thing here and wrench it up, it might be exposed to the station's temperature. I mean, it shouldn't matter much since the water tanks have super high thermal mass, but still, should keep an eye out for that. And then the water drink area. Pipes are supposed to come from below, so let's use the other cosmetic variation. Or down here? Nah. Oh, problem, if I do it like this, then the pipe will constantly be exposed to the heat on the outside, and that will let in some of the heat, which I don't want. Not a good idea. And this, by the way, is also doing that. That's why we have the insulated passive vents. Same for this. I could actually have avoided all of this by putting that here, and maybe I should. Maybe I should just change the airlock system a bit. I cannot avoid this one, but at least that one. I mean, it's currently not used, why not? Also saves me a pipe. Oh, the disc? Where did the disc go? Did you see where it fell? Oh, there it is. It's in the door. So that saves us that thermal energy bleeding. That cannot be avoided because it needs to be on the outside, so only thing I could do is replace that with an insulated one. I think I'd like to move that down here, but not now, because then I have to go to outside. Ah, temperature. What's going on? Temperature outside is 79. That's just the temperature I want. So now we're getting lots of CO2 in here. Almost 1 kilopascal. And it's hot. So, what does the cooling system does? Ah, fuck me. I didn't think that one through, did I? I'm not gonna rebuild all of that crap. I guess I have to go to the outside to change the temperature on the inside. Wicked! Should I just instate the airlock now properly? I think so. Let's do that then. Though, first I want to move this. Which order of events? Let's first turn this off again, as there will be a surprise. Close. Pump into... Okay, it doesn't matter. That's not really atmosphere I would worry about losing. But... So, once again, no repressurization please. I want the explosive decompression sheet so everything is faster. Then, which one shall be the exterior active vent? This one is now locked. That is the exterior active vent, so I clicked correctly accidentally. This one is the interior one, which is now also selected. Composite door exterior, that is true. Glass door interior, and we're done. And this thing is no longer needed. And it's pretty weird because, I mean, currently the door is locked because this has been configured, right? If I remove the board now, the door will still be locked. But if I toss the board on the ground, for example on the other side of the world, if I do that, oh, that's cool. And then stab it with the screwdriver, which is an intended function, then you get a progress bar that resets the airlock chip. And so all the devices will be unlocked again. Yes, even indeed when you toss the chip down here, how are the doors actually hearing of these news? Well, a funny implementation. The temperature I want to achieve here, let's see, maybe 120? I definitely need more of these guys. In principle, the pipes here should now cool down a lot. How warm is this? 90 degrees, yeah, indeed. But that's obviously not the goal. Discharging, so maybe I should already plan for more upright wind turbines. And I believe this world will have storms, so that is not a long-term solution up there. Okay. Temperature 44 degrees, 41 degrees, 30 degrees. So something's happening at least currently. And there's also very little atmosphere here that needs to be cooled. Should always make sure that the atmosphere in the room is below 50 degrees or such, because everything above will certainly waste a lot more air here, and we don't want that. So let's continue with the water building. Save. Chat check. Brain clock. I did have audio problem. I'm playing beta and I did have an audio problem like an hour ago or so here, and that's when I just rebooted the game. Not reloading, but rebooting. And that was after I had started 2 new worlds and loaded a few times. So maybe it's not time related, but related to that. Right, I wanted to find a different solution here. I could just make a wall inside the station, of course. Seems like a bit overkill, but it's not a dumb solution. It's basically an engineering necessity, and that makes it kind of cool. But I wanted to... Oh, damn, that's not a good plan. I wanted to put the other manufactory here. Maybe that whole thing should be placed differently. Room temperature 20 degrees, so let's add some more to that, thus increasing the thermal mass. Basically the room temperature inertia, once it has become enough, and the goal anyway is to build some pressure here. That will be rather tight. So next manufactory would be here. By the way, next manufactory, I could already print that thing. The tool manufactory, and then I could also go about printing the furnace, of course. Without which we won't have steel. It's too close. That's very odd, but let's try that. Huh. day is coming. Here kommt die Sonne. Better turn that off, huh? Pressure 6 kilopascals. More iron. Uh-oh. Don't have any iron. Would have to go outside and burn some. So let's do that then. Well, I mean, what good is steel if I don't have a furnace, so... Oxygen is fine, energy is fine, filters are fine, and I still have... What? What just happened? Okay, we don't have enough power. That's a problem. We have to abort operation air conditioning and first have to strive for a lot more power input. Which it gives some time pressure because the sun keeps heating up the station. That's weird. Weird. Wow. Weird. Need some more coal for steel. Oh, right, I remember. Oh, that was productive. Maybe it's dumb to do that, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I mean, fuck around, find out, right? Will this give me more, or is this just very meager? It's okay. Should take care of the pressure. Man, it's... I mean, the guy who said this seems like a more like an easier Vulcan, I think that might just be it. Yeah, I wanted to say it when I dropped it. I hope they debug the mining charges soon, because this one definitely fell into the planet, so it fell through the world and is wasted. Maybe that will not happen with the new terrain anyway, who knows? How long is this stream thing so far? Doesn't it say that somewhere? Oh yeah, almost 3 hours. What say you, forum participants? Red Bamboo. In case you mean me with OP original poster, I have noticed you. I don't know why you say playing this game is like eating pineapple pizza, because some people think that's stupid pineapple pizza, some people like pineapple pizza, and I hope I'm not gonna lose too many subscribers by saying I do like pineapple on my pizza.
Air tank low.
Sinner! First thing we need is gold, so that we can make more upright wind turbines. Air tank is low. Future plans for this current playthrough. I have no idea, since this is my first live thingy and I didn't even know that I would be doing a playthrough. I thought maybe we would have some kind of interactive tutorial thing where people ask questions and such, which is something we did have. And neither did I know that this would be this world, so all very random, so to speak. No plans. I don't know what will happen in the future. Crap, I didn't get any coal. No! Is that feasible? Yeah. Well done. Oh. That could have been nice. But no, it wasn't. Also not ideal, but what am I saying? I don't need the gas outlet, period. Okay, these are now all ready for planting, but the room isn't. Lots of CO2, yep, but no light control. Should really, you know, shut out the sun here. How do I do this?
Waste tank caution.
Since we now have an extra state in atmosphere, I think we could just release that in here. And the other two also, or is that dumb? I will leave them sitting there, just in case. They can't explode. 4 megapascals is... Yeah, that's not gonna get that hot in here. Not sure what's with the sun there. Shadows for the plants. I don't know. Time will tell. Should accidentally have put this guy here. Grow light. I hope that suffices. Let's see if I can print a few upright wind turbines. What is it that I need? Lots more iron. Can make 3 actually.
Air tank critical.
Okay, actually, honestly, I do feel like I want to shut this down soon, in the next, like, 10 minutes maybe. I hope that's okay with you, otherwise...
Object in the chat.
And, yeah. So we have 200 here, and here we have 600, and now we have 800. Oh.
I'll be back.
How long is this thing so far? Almost 3 hours. Let's just do 3 hours and then I close it down. Someone thought at some point, you know what, let's make a game in which everything is just real. We have the gauge here that shows the proper pressure, or here, and there's this lid where you can dunk some stuff in. And then they did it, and now we have Stationeers. And we definitely need more of that. Definitely need more games like this. And I bet we will have those, only will take some time. Decades probably, because the entire gaming market needs to change. But I mean, like I keep saying, have been saying a lot of times in other videos, I mean, imagine a shooter, like, you know, shooter game, like Fear, for example, where you're fighting against these anonymous soldier SWAT type guys, but with atmospherics, where the firefight can heat up the room, where you would eventually have to leave if it gets too hot, or where you could use gas, but they could use gas mask and vice versa, or maybe there would be a vacuum at some point, and you could exploit that, and then they would have to leave, or they would die, or whatever. Or you could steal one of their gas masks right from their faces, or something like that. Or, you know, you could shoot the wall on fire if it's plastic or something, and then they would be driven out of their hideout, you know, out of their cover. And there are probably a billion other things that you can do. Yeah, I said that also many times. What if you could, if there's a guy smoking a cigarette around the corner and you can smell that? I mean, in this game you can also basically smell that, just didn't implement it like that interface-wise. It could be so much better here, you know. This temperature display down here, 36 degrees. Yeah, I get that, nice, but in Icarus that looks much better. We over here on the left side we have a wide temperature display which goes into the reds or into the blue. I don't know exactly how it was, but it expressed the feeling more of it, you know, the emotion. This currently is data. I have to download that into my head and then try to translate that into a feeling. But what should happen instead? Hey, do we have your render error here? No, that's the way it looks. Bit weird. What should happen instead is that you should kind of feel that. I mean, if some of you have played, for example, Power Wash Simulator, is one of my current favorite games, there you get a real haptic feeling of what you're doing there, how you're washing down the grime and how the water is splashing over that stuff. And I think that's something. I mean, there's a Reddit forum. There are many subreddits, and one of them is called Oddly Satisfying, where there's, I don't know, a photography of some, I don't know, a steak or some sponge or whatever, you know, something that you look at and think, I can kind of feel that. And maybe games, there should be actually games that should maybe do what Power Wash Simulator does, a game that is really just, or several games that are just focused on trying to design something that gives you kind of the physical experience of the thing. I mean, we don't have that in games, right? I mean, a bit, yeah, there's an explosion and the screen shakes and such, But there could be a lot more could be done on that front, and maybe we kind of feel the vacuum, and maybe if there would be games coming along that have that, particularly focus on that, that would be at least temporarily a boom where people would want that because they're just so deprived of that, and they would kind of subconsciously then want that and play those games. And anyway, games should have that more, and this game definitely needs more of that. I mean, you're standing out there in the vacuum, or on Vulcan where it's like 600 degrees hot with the helmet open, and then the computer voice tells you, atmosphere too hot, or something like that. That's not feeling it, man. Where's the red vignette, for example? You know that I made a video that is called, you look for the word Primex, save as, let me just write that here, Primex, as in Prime, and an experience, that was the idea. And there I used DaVinci Resolve to simulate what the vacuum on the moon might feel like, or what the cold of Europa might feel like, or what the heat of Vulcan might feel like. I tried to use some visual tricks and some audio to make that happen. 5 more minutes. I feel a bit like Bill Burr on stage in which city was that, where he was just ripping them for 10-20 minutes. 5 more minutes. So forth. That was awesome. That guy is an absolute king of comedy, just like Louis C.K. And Josh Blue is also great, though very different. I mean, very different comedy. I mean, Bill Burr and Louis C.K., there's a lot of fuck going around and such, while Josh Blue is more on the rather on the comedic side, but also pretty much world class. Not on the level as Louis C.K. and Bill Burr, I think, but you know. So, what are you saying? It's getting late over there. My in-laws live there too. I think you're saying, good that I'm shutting this down now because you also want to leave, right? Christmas. What? Christmas? Well, it's Christmas time. I asked a question the other day about bilingual Stationeers, but I think I asked it weird. I wanted to ask if there are German-English co-op servers communities. I don't have Discord either. That's your problem. I mean, that's the problem here. You should get Discord because that's where the developers hang out and where there's also a channel dedicated to you know, the looking for group, which is pretty effective, I think. I don't know anything about these English-German co-op servers. I have played very, very little co-op. But I have, and that was pretty cool. I mean, on co-op, that was great. I was on, I don't know which planet it was, Mars maybe. My oxygen was running out. There were lots of corpses, and I was trying to loot them, but there was nothing in there to be found. And there was another guy with a similar problem, and then I whipped up some filtration unit, which would pump out some oxygen here, and then at some point we were sharing the oxygen that we were breathing, so he was breathing a bit, and he was giving me the canister back and forth, and then we had that thing set up and were able to loot the waste tanks of the corpses for the oxygen, and then we were fine again. That was pretty cool. Yep, okay, I'm gonna shut this down now. Yep. Save. So some last words maybe? That we can exchange you in written form and I can speak it to you. Violin is testing the cable upgrade in place. It doesn't seem to work. So let me carry that objection right over to Wintergate. That doesn't seem to work. Like, comma, click with heavy cable on light cable while cutters are in other hand. ... Nope. Would stop. Yeah, good night. Okay. I will click now on end stream. I don't know what effect that has because there's some delay. So thank you for showing up, people. I mean, I was really delighted. I mean, I started the stream and then not a minute later there was someone on here. I didn't expect anyone actually to show up. I thought this would be like, whatever, let's try that for half an hour and then fuck off. And then I can just leave it up and then maybe someone watches that. But there was actually some live thing going on. I didn't expect that at all. I mean, okay, the channel by now has like 2,000 subscribers, so that's not so unlikely, but still. Thanks for being here, and thanks for being civil. But I mean, this is Stationeers. We're not some what's the word? Counter-Strike players with a teabagging mentality of the Steam forums and such. So, yeah, that was fun. Well, thank you.